Hey everyone, it's Karina. Welcome to Life of a Mermaid. So happy Monday. I'm like off of my days again. um, but yeah, so today was kind of a rocky start to the day and just kind of in general, I think I was in my head for most of the day. Like slowly trying to challenge. I think right now I journaled, and that definitely helped. Sorry. That helped. So I'm feeling a lot. I'm feeling better, and I'm in a good place now. But all morning it was kind of like all over the place and in my head, in my mind. And yeah, and I've just been craving like all kinds of like really delicious but bad food for you. Um, and that's kind of where everything's coming from. And even now, like as I was, I'm gonna go. I have an appointment in a bit, and I'm coming down, and I was gonna grab dinner before, and I was thinking like, oh, like I can get like Jack in the Box. I can get, I'm thinking like of all the fast food, horrible stuff for you, And then even then, like I came to a little shopping center, and there's a Taco Bell down the street, and I was like, I can just do Taco Bell, and I was like, no. And then I was like, there's a Fat Burger, which is fucking delicious. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll just do that. And then, but like as I'm thinking of doing it, I'm thinking like, I'm thinking like, I already feel like shit about the weekend. Like, why am I gonna just fucking add to it? Like, yes, you fell, but it's like now let's move forward and continue with what you've been doing. Sorry, guys, this freaking sun. So yeah, so then I pulled up and I saw they had a Subway, and I was like, okay, Subway it is. I was like, stop playing. You can easily, even if I went to Jack in the Box, they have like a salad and stuff. So there's still options that I could do, but again, it's just that little voice, inside my head. But it's like, to remind myself, again, you're gonna go, you're gonna, sorry, I had to get a message. It's like you're gonna feel guilty all over again, and if this is what you want to do, you want to continue forward, then let's continue forward. Like why keep adding to it and making the continue to fall, repeatedly when you're already, what I'm saying, like upset with yourself and all this stuff. So it was good. I got Subway, so I'm really, really proud of myself. I'm really excited about that. Again, I just need to remind myself of my vision and just kind of stay focused on that. But I think also I need to be not so hard on myself when I do fall, or when I have moments, or the fact that I do have cravings and stuff. That's normal. And I know one thing that I've talked about with Drew, he's like, sometimes it's okay to like give into it. He's like, have like a little piece, because he's like, when you deprive yourself, he's like, that's usually when, he's like, people like have a hard fall, or they kind of just fall off the wagon completely, or they'll binge, and they'll you go from like eating the whole fucking chocolate cake, or whatever it may be. So he's like, he's like, it's okay to allow yourself to splurge and have little moments and taste things and stuff like that. He said, because if you don't, he's like, you're fully depriving yourself, and then again the fall is going to be bigger, and sometimes people don't come back. So yeah, so that's kind of been on my mind a lot today. Like I said, I didn't have the greatest weekend food wise. Let's see, what did I eat? Saturday we went out to dinner, and he ended up getting popcorn, so I kind of gave in. Yeah, I could have said no. I could have, not eaten it, but it's popcorn, guys. Damn, son. So I had that. We had that. And then at night, we went for dinner, and we ended up getting steak and mashed potatoes and veggies. But it was like seriously the best fucking meal ever, though. Like I was telling Sal, like I was like, if like I would ever be on death row for whatever reason, or like I'm dying, and someone would ask me like, what's like your last meal, like what would you choose? I was like, that's what I would choose. And then again, like we both haven't really had a meal like that since like we started doing all of this, so again, I know it was kind of a treat, but I'm really just hard on myself with stuff like that. So it's like in the moment, like I'm fine. I'm like, yeah, it was delicious. And, I'm like fantasizing of having it again. But it's like, it's an aftermath, like today and, even yesterday a little bit, that I'm like being super hard on myself and like, oh my God, like you're a failure. What are you doing? And I think another thing that's triggered it too is because, like I'm not losing weight as much as I would hope for. Like the first 2 weeks I lost 14 pounds, and then, it's kind of gone from there. Like then it was a little less, and now it feels like it's going like slower and slower, and so that's kind of getting me like a little, I think, overwhelmed, a little frustrated, a little annoyed. But again, I know that I've had moments again, like this weekend, or where it's where I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have eaten that, or I don't know how I feel about that. So I know there's also been moments like that, and I think that's why I'm even harder on myself about the not losing the weight as fast, or that it's going like slower. But then again, I also need to realize that I have gained muscle. I'm doing my official weigh-in on Friday, so then I'll get to kind of measure, I'll get to see the results, and it measures like your body fat percentage, as well as your muscle and stuff like that, and it shows from where you started to where you're at now. So again, it'll show me like what's been going down, what's been going up, and that kind of stuff. So I can see that, I mean, I know my body. I know, like I showed you guys last time in the video, like I have gained muscle on my arms. I can see it. I know I've lost inches. I can feel it, and I can see it in my, like, my waist area, my here, my back. So I know there's progress. And I know progress is not measured by a number on a scale. I know there's other ways to measure it, and like I said, I can see it, even if I know my body, and I see the changes. And again, people that know me see the changes as well and stuff, and I think I can't remember if I shared with you guys, but I am down on the shirts, and from a 3X to a 2X, and then the dress I bought for yesterday for my photo shoot was a 2X, and I haven't been a 2X in a while as far as dresses or clothes. So again, I know that's that's progress, but again, I'm so focused on that fucking number that I just tend to be so hard on myself. And I think, again, I've shared this before, that it's like when I'm stressed and I'm overwhelmed, I eat. So it's just a fucking vicious cycle at this point, but I'm really working on fighting it and just, continue moving forward. Like I said, I talked to Sal, I talked to a friend, and then I also talked to Drew. And so just having their support and stuff like that, and just kind of bringing it back, and challenging my negative thoughts, and kind of reminding me of these things, and normalizing it for me as well, that we do fall. People, you're gonna have cravings, you're gonna have bad weekends, you're gonna have bad days, but it's about what you do after, what you do after you fall. Like, you get up and you keep going, so to get back on the horse and keep moving forward. So that's what I'm doing. Like I said, not gonna say that this is gonna be the last time it's gonna happen, or because I don't know that. And again, I am human, and again, that's something that I need to forgive myself for, and allow myself to make those mistakes and have those falls, and just be okay with that it's part of the process. Like, I mean, like with substance abuse, I work with substance abuse before, clients, and we always say, like, sometimes relapse is part of the process. Relapse is part of recovery. Like, not saying that it's part of everyone's recovery, or everyone's story, but it is a possibility, and it is something that happens. So in anything with fitness and body and stuff like that, unfortunately, relapse is part of the fucking process. But again, it's about what you do after. Yeah, you fell, yeah, you had a relapse, but what are you gonna do now? So like I said, today I was good. For dinner I had Subway, so I'm excited about that. So again, I'm moving forward. I'm committed. Like I said, I have my vision of what I want, And yeah, of course I want, to look thinner or fit, it feels good to fit smaller sizes, and I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, that's a good feeling. But like I said, overall my goal is just to be healthy, and to be able to walk up the stairs and not feel like you're fucking dying, to be able to walk long distances, again, not feel like you're dying, to be able to once I have kids, to be able to run with them and play with them and go to the park and do all that stuff. So that's really my biggest motivation and my biggest thing that pushes me to keep going. And again, just being healthy, because again, diabetes does run in my family. So I know that, that could be a possibility for me. So it's like, I am trying to avoid that. And again, the biggest thing is to be a mom, to be there for my kids, to be able to run and play and do all that fun stuff with them, not just be like, oh, well, mommy's gonna sit over here because she can't breathe and, you can go play. Like, no, I want to play with them. I want to throw the ball and, get them in sports and, be as active with them as possible and, be as involved. So that's really what really pushes me forward. And again, that I want to live a long life. I want to, grow old with Sal. I want to grow old in general, I want to live and I want to be healthy. And, so it's like, even though, again, those conversations do come up and I'm getting my head and I'm really hard on myself, it's like these conversations are more powerful, and those are the ones that are going to keep pushing me forward, like today I was having a hard time waking up in general. It was, again, I think I was already in my head just about everything, and I think I just felt like, fuck it. So I was kind of having a hard time waking up, and then the weather, this morning was like really, really cold, and it was super windy. I live in Santa Ana, so it's like super, super windy, super fucking cold. I didn't want to get up. I turned on my alarm, overslept. Luckily I had another alarm, so that kind of helped out a little bit. But I overslept, and then I was like, fuck, it's like super late. Like, what am I gonna do? So it's gonna, my plan when I miss the gym, it's like, oh, I'll just go run outside. But it was like super windy, and I was like, not like I'm gonna fly away, but but still, I was like, oh, that's not gonna be good, So it's kind of like in my head, and again, that made it worse, because then I was like, it really wasn't pushing me to get out of bed. But finally, I was like, okay, like I was talking to myself, and I was like, okay, you're already feeling guilty. Yes, you were bad this weekend. Like, okay, so what are you going to do about it? Like, either you're going to just stay and let yourself fall all the way back. And I was like, no, that's not a fucking option. Or are you going to just, continue moving forward and, keep doing what you've been doing and figure out a way to work out. So I was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, get your ass out of the bed and go to the fucking gym. And I was like, okay. So I got my shit together, I got dressed, and, I went to the gym, and, and when I got there, like, again, I've shared this, I was like, when I'm at a gym, like, it's like I'm home, So I got there, and I was like, like my little pep starts coming back, and, so I'm like, yeah, so I was there, and, kind of didn't stay as long just because, work and stuff, and like I said, I was running late already as I was to the gym and stuff, but yeah, so I did the treadmill. I put 15 minutes, and I jogged pretty much 85%, if not more of the time. I did 0.80 miles in 15 minutes. So I did power walk a little bit and then walk, and then, I jogged most, like I said, about 85% of it. So I'm feeling great. Normally it takes me 20 minutes to do a mile. So again, to me, that's progress. That's moving forward. And again, I jogged a lot, so that was good. I also did 5 minutes on the Stairmasters. I did crunches, and then did a couple other stuff, weights and stuff. But yeah, it was a good workout. Like I said, I was fucking sweating like a mother. I felt great afterwards. I felt like, and again, just pushing my body and pushing myself, to do things and that, I normally wouldn't do, or my body's still not fully like comfortable with. So it's just an amazing feeling. Like I said, I love going to the gym. I love doing all that stuff. And, I just need to get out of my head and allow myself that, and remind myself that it's okay if I have cravings. It's okay if I do fall to the cravings. it's gonna happen. It's part of life. It's just, you know, what I do after and how I deal with it that's gonna, you know, be, you know, it's gonna either make it or break it type thing. And, you know, and again, I need to go with the thoughts that are supporting me, and not the negative. So again, if I'm beating myself up for it, that's not supportive. If I remind myself that I'm human and that things happened, you know, that's supportive. So that's where I'm at with it. Like I said, most of my day was just kind of focused around that, but I'm feeling better now talking about it here. I journaled, like I said, I reached out to my friend, to Sal, and I even talked to Drew about it. So I'm in a better place. But I wanted to share that with you guys as well. Last night, I had my call last night. It was a bit triggering. I talked about it this morning and last night with a couple people as well. It was, yeah, just some stuff came up for some people, and you know, so it was a bit triggering. I think just to see them having a hard time, and you know, just kind of the way things went down. But you know what? I reached out to them for added support and just say, hey, like, I'm here for you if you want to talk. You know, I know you might not want to right now, but just know that I am here. And then like I was telling, you know, them this morning, I was like, you know, I need to focus on myself. I mean, I would do what I can to support others and be there for others. You know, but it's like, other than that, you know, I'm going to take from everything that went down, I'm going to take what can be helpful for me and leave the rest. You know, because again, I've always, up until now, like, always make everything like my responsibility, make everything about, you know, make it not about me, but you know what I'm saying, like take it personal and like make it my responsibility in a sense, or one way or another. So it's like, I can't keep doing that, you know. Yeah, I can be supportive and I can be there for others, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's not my deal. So, you know, I can't completely take it over and stuff like that. So that's what I'm working on, and that's one thing that I realized, you know, that it's like, I do tend to take on a lot of responsibilities. And again, one of them right now, we're selling raffle tickets and stuff like that, and you know, we're supposed to sell 20 each and not everyone's there. But it's like, again, and not that I'm not playing tribe, I will support any other way that they want, but it's like, I'm not going to go out there and sell the tickets for them. Like, I'm sorry, that's just not where I'm at right now. You know, people can call me a bitch, people can call me whatever they want, you know, that I'm not playing tribe. But again, I have played tribe. I keep showing up, I keep doing, you know, what I'm doing, and I'm supporting in the best way that I know how. But it's like, at this point, I don't see how me selling, you know, the tickets for them, or me, you know, selling more to make up for theirs is helping them, you know. So that's where I'm at with that. But like I said, I'm just basically moving forward with that as well. I'm going to take whatever from the situation that's going to support me and leave the rest. And again, right now, my focus is, you know, yeah, being supportive of others, but being supportive of others while it's not putting me in a bad place. I need to take care of me, and that's my focus, and that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, and then I talked to Sal a little bit last night too. This morning, I already told you what happened. Work was actually pretty busy, which was good. It kept me, you know, my mind kind of a little focused on work and stuff, but you know, here and there, it would go back to what I talked about. But yeah, work was a good day. Busy, productive, and then like I shared, I don't think I said it. I'm actually doing my hair today. Meeting up with Steph. We're doing a hair makeover, so it's super long. So I know for sure we're doing a haircut and we're dyeing it. I'm still not 100% on the color and what we're doing. Kind of have a general idea, but I told her, you know what, I trust you, go with it. So I'm excited but a little nervous just to see what it's gonna look like. And then again, I'm not one to really do my hair, so I'm like, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm excited. So I'm actually about to head over. She lives a couple minutes from here. So again, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out. And again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for everything. I really appreciate you guys. I love you. And until next time. Bye, guys.